All right, hey folks, good evening to you. We have rapid weather changes heading our way in the coming days. Today, of course, was a pretty gloomy day out there. I'm happy to report tomorrow will be a day filled with sun. We'll have unlimited sunshine for our Wednesday. We'll have to enjoy it. It looks to be the warmest day that we have of the next several here. Our next snow event arrives on Thursday, and particularly during the morning. Then it gets cold. The cold comes and goes, though. Looks like we're going to see a round of cold arrive on Friday. Coldest night will be Friday night. There'll be some spots around 10 to 20 degrees below zero. And then those temps will moderate a little bit by the second part of the weekend. Thanks for tuning in to Facebook Live. I have to apologize for anybody that is watching this, that watched Facebook Live about an hour or two ago. I completely screwed that one up because I had some sound bleeding over and you couldn't hear a word I was saying. Maybe that was good news to have YouTube sound bleeding over there. But I had a hard time getting the information out from that. So we'll give this one a shot here. We'll make this one fairly quick though. Okay, as far as snowfall goes, Thursday. Tomorrow's the nice day. Sunny skies. As far as snowfall goes, I think most of the area gets 3 to 6, with the heaviest probably in this range right here, southern parts of Maine, getting into southern parts of New Hampshire. That's probably going to be the jackpot. That's what I'm thinking as far as snowfall here. Initially tonight, though, the main concern is still a little bit of fog. Augusta's been reporting freezing fog. We're down to half-mile visibility there. They were down to 1/4 mile visibility. And the primary concern is when you have freezing fog, you have some wet surfaces, some black ice is possible. That was the rule last night, and that could be the case out there tonight. Untreated surfaces could be a little bit icy, at least through the first part of the night. Temperatures, they are running around freezing for most towns here. The next 3 days, again, tomorrow looks sunny. Should be a nice-looking day on your Wednesday. Thursday, however, yeah, we have some snow heading our way, and it looks like the bulk of the snowfall will be arriving in the morning, 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. That's the start time for some of the snow. That snow you see down in there, that's about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. So in time for the morning commute, we are going to have snow-covered roads. Not a major storm, but enough to bring the plows out probably, and enough to make for some slippery travel. Today's drizzle, ice pellets, snowflakes, light wintry mess that we had today, that's all moving out. Actually wasn't too bad. It was just kind of gloomy more than anything. Okay, so our next weather maker is this guy that is down in the south here. There's an area of low pressure that's, you can kind of make out the old front. It's right in there. The weak system that we had today, that of course is moving out. And it's this one that's going to be making a run at us for Thursday. In between there, we'll have one nice day tomorrow. So this area of low pressure down in there, that one makes its way up into our region on Thursday. Between midnight and daybreak on Thursday, that's when the snow gets going. And it looks like most towns get about 3 to 6 inches of snow. And it moves out pretty quickly. It's a pretty fast mover. Love those. Not like the 2-3 day storms we were getting used to for a while this winter. But not a major storm. I think a lot of towns get 3 to 5, 3 to 6 inches of snow. That's the way it looks here. I think the max end would be 6. There'll probably be a lot of 3s, 4s, and 5s. That's my best guess. Storm tracker starts us tomorrow with some sun. Temps will be running in the 30s and low 40s. I think we'll touch 40 degrees tomorrow. These temps are probably running a little bit too cool, but we'll have unlimited sun. The only fly in the ointment tomorrow might be a little bit of a breeze. That wind tomorrow may gust 20, 25. Not a huge deal. Here comes some of the snow, and it looks like it should be snowing for your morning commute. This is 7 a.m. on your Thursday. And Storm Tracker may be running a little bit too warm. This is one model here, so take it with a grain of salt. It's trying to project a little bit of mixing down to southern parts of York County, seacoast, New Hampshire. I'm not convinced that's going to be the case, but if we were to see any mixing, it would be in that zone right there with some rain or freezing rain. I think most of the area gets plain old snow. Notice that mixing line tries to get up into York County. That might be a little generous there. I think most of it will probably stay maybe over southern parts of New Hampshire, perhaps southern coastal York County. So snowfall totals for Thursday, it's looking about 3 to 6. 3 to 5, there'll be a lot in that range there. Again, the jackpot is probably going to be in this little sliver right here, going from Portland to Casco Bay area, south of Sebago Lake, into southern parts of New Hampshire, a good chunk of York County from Stamford to Waterboro to Alfred, Biddeford, Saco, Kennebunkport. You know the routine. Farther north, it's a little bit less. That's my best guess here. Okay, now let's talk about the cold. The cold building in Canada comes in for 2 days, Friday and Saturday, and that's it. This is going to come in pretty quickly and move out pretty quickly. There'll be spots 10 to 20 degrees below zero. In fact, most of the area will be 10 to 20 below early Saturday morning. That's the only real cold day that we have in the forecast here. So there's your 7-day with some sun returning tomorrow. Weather warned for Thursday for snow. Yeah, that's our terminology for kind of a, hey, it's a heads up. We have a little bit of snow heading our way. Then Friday gets colder, low 20s. Even at the coastline, Saturday morning, that's at 10 below. Inland areas will be about 15, maybe 20 degrees below zero. Might get a few snow showers on Sunday. And then next week, Tuesday, I think there'll be some rain, possibly some wintry mix. It's hard to say. Temps they don't look too cold. One thing I'm looking at, though, is, in February, this time of year, a lot of times you look for a lot of cold air building in Canada. Sometimes it can run down into northern New England. Don't really see that in the coming weeks here. I don't see any major cold outbreaks that are going to stick around. Usually you need that for these big storm systems, and I'm a little surprised we're not seeing that this season. But we'll have to see what the rest of February brings, because in the extended forecast, we're heading into late February here. And after that, we're in the home stretch. We still have a ways to go, another month and a half at least of winter here. All right, let's check out some of the comments here. And again, I apologize if you were watching the earlier Facebook Live that we did, that we totally screwed up the sound on it. Bridgeton has fog. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. Yes, we're having some trouble with some fog out there. Freezing fog has become an issue. So icing is the main concern through the first part of the night tonight, then clearing late. Rachel says, hi from Sanford. Hello, Rachel. I have a flight Thursday afternoon, Ashley says. I think it'll be snowing Thursday afternoon, but the steadiest will start to move out. My guess is maybe 3 o'clock or so, somewhere in there. Thursday morning will be our steadiest snowfall. That's the way it looks here. How will the commute be on Thursday? Morning commute looks a little slippery here, Jen. That's the way it looks here for you. Thursday morning commute, a little slippery out there. Let's see if I can get this to work here a little more. Thursday morning commute, no question about it. My kids are hoping for another day off from school on Thursday. So we'll have to see how that pans out here. That's all I have for comments. All right. Everybody's checking in here. Maybe I'm not reading this right here. Jen says, how'll the commute be? All right. Yep. I already answered that one. Thursday morning commute looks slippery, Jen. How does noontime in Midcoast? Should be snowing on Thursday. We're talking about Thursday still, Ashley says. How will the noontime Midcoast be? Fog in Augusta. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Augusta's been reporting, at least at the airport there, freezing fog and fluctuating between quarter-mile and half-mile visibility. Wintry mix on Tuesday. Any accumulation? It's hard to say. Christy's wondering about the wintry mix on next Tuesday. A lot of forecast modeling is suggesting it's just might be too warm for what's mixed. So it might be one of those where it's raining at the coastline and you go north of Augusta, might be snowing. But that's next Tuesday. And we'll try to get you some updated forecasts as we get a little bit closer here. What's the high temp for Friday? And will it be windy on Friday in the greater Portland area? A little bit breezy, nothing too extreme on Friday. I think the key to it getting cold here, Jack, Friday night will be the wind dropping off. So assuming we get 4 inches of snow, say you get 4 inches of snow, and then the wind goes calm as you have a modified Arctic air mass that moves in. Those are what we call prime conditions for radiational cooling. The Earth's going to absorb the energy from the sun during the day, and it's going to try to release that energy into outer space with clear skies and a low dew point. So when we get dry conditions, that's what we call radiational cooling. So that's a heat loss. And so what happens is you get some of our coldest nights in those sort of setups with a fresh new snowpack. So that's why I think we're going to get to about 10 to 20 below. If for some reason we only get an inch or two of snow, then it won't get that cold. You really need the fresh snowpack for it to get that cold this time of year. But bottom line, though, is Friday night's the coldest night. Most of the area will be 10 to 20 below, and after that, gets temps will modify quite a bit. Looks quite a bit better in the forecast here. But lots happening, though, right? Kids have school vacations starting next week. These kids get it made. I'll tell you what. They might have Thursday off. They had 2 days off last week. Going into school vacation, getting another 9 days off. Wow, this is a good time of year. Maybe a snowman on Thursday, Molly says. Yeah, probably a wetter snow on Thursday. So good snowman making weather. I really wish we'd get a big storm like 3 years ago. 3 to 6, yeah. Tracy says she wishes we had a big storm. And, it was about, let's see, today's the 11th. It was the 8th of February in 2013 when we had that 31.9 inches of snow. That was my favorite storm that we had. So it can happen. When folks ask me, when are we going to get a big snowstorm, I always say usually within a week or two of President's Day. Usually we always get a big snowstorm around this time of year. But I don't really see that in the forecast. Nothing crazy as far as major storms, but we're going to get these quick little quick hitters here. As far as major cold, don't really see that. We have this quick shot coming in for Saturday morning, but that's about it. I mean, air temps will probably be in the teens and 20s, teens and low 20s for highs. But just one really cold nighttime low, and that's about it here. Actual temperature 10 to 20 degrees below zero, Pam says. Yeah, that will be your actual temperature. That's the way it looks. Saturday morning. Last Sunday morning, we had 25 degrees below zero up in Berlin. I woke up to 9 below at my house. It was cold. Came and went pretty quickly that day as well. So that really has been the rule here. All right, for folks just joining us here, maybe we'll just run through the quick 7-day forecast again. There's your coastal forecast with there's that 10 below Saturday morning. Thursday's your snowy day. Lexi put on the nice hearts. We have to thank Lexi for putting the Valentine's Day heart on there because I did not want to do that, did I? All right, let's come back here and show you something that looks a little bit more appropriate. There we go. That's my magenta map. You didn't want to see my magenta map, did you? But that's the forecast temperature, forecast snow amounts for Thursday. So let's enjoy some sunshine for tomorrow. All right, I've already wasted enough of your time at Facebook Live. I appreciate everybody checking in this evening. For folks that saw the earlier Facebook Live that we screwed up the volume, I apologize for that and hope you got some better information in this one here. All right, have a nice night. Enjoy the sun tomorrow.